Hello Internet, and welcome to another Showdown video again, but stick with me because there's something a little bit interesting, well hopefully interesting, hopefully this is going to be quite fun. It's going to be different anyway. As you can see, I've got a really old team of mine sitting there. Now, this team, some of you may recognise, is probably the team I suppose that first got me noticed, I guess. This was the back end of 2012, when I think we'd just got the VGC 13 rules, and we got like Intimidate Scrafty and stuff like that. I think that was that year anyway. It might not be, I'm not too sure. But anyway, this team was showcased. I played with it on a UK versus Germany friendly stream. I do remember it quite well. My friend Ben Kiriaku was over at my house that night, and Cybertron was commentating the stream, and I remember it being pretty good. I think UK won that friendly. I'm not too sure though. but basically this was the team that I used, and it's I've not changed it at all. It's exactly the same as it was. There's some nice tricks going on in here, but ultimately I think it's very, very outdated. The EV spreads, are definitely not what I would have now. Even these IVs, because back then I didn't RNG. Back then I bred my Pokemon. Back before Destiny was around, and basically these are the exact IVs that I used, in game as well. So, this is. A sign of the times, I suppose, a sign of me as a Pokemon player a few years ago. EV spreads are not what I would have them now, but I'm proud of this team. I do like this team. It got me quite far. I entered it with into a few of them. Actually, I think it was one of the. I think it was the first international challenge of the 13 season. I think I used this, and it was actually in that tournament when I decided that I was not going to go with Trick Room anymore. But yeah, there's some nice little bits and bobs in here. Mental Herb on Jellicent, so I can sit it next to Marowak and be fine from safe from Thundurus and things like that. But basically, well, let me just emphasize again, this is absolutely unchanged. There's no megas in here. I've got no answer to like Sylveon, I suppose. I've got no steel attacks or poison attacks and whatever, but let's throw it in, let's see what it see how it goes. Yeah, it was I guess it was in that international Wi-Fi tournament where I kind of thought, right, Trick Room, it's not the hard Trick Room like this anyway. It's not the best way to go, because okay, well, if I don't win this game, I'm going to be a little bit disappointed. Got some random Pokemon here. But yeah, it was in that tournament where I realised that I wasn't going to go for Trick Room, because when you're using a slow Trick Room team like this, full Trick Room, you're open to hacks in inverted commas. Basically flinches and things like that, and basically one flinch. I remember a game with Ben, and his Togekiss flinched my Trick Room setter on the first turn, and basically from that one turn I'd lost the game because I could not get any momentum with a team like this. But it was fun at the time. Gallade is my token sort of green Pokemon, as you can see, with Leaf Blade even though I know a super effective Leaf Blade does exactly the same as a stab close combat. I was a little bit weak to Gastrodon with this team, so I wanted a little bit of a surprise on there with Leaf Blade. But anyway, let's just jump into this and see how it goes. He's got 2 electric Pokemon. He hasn't got any fighting Pokemon, so Porygon's safe. 2 water Pokemon. This can obviously put things to sleep, Lilligant. But he hasn't got anything with Fake Out, so I think I'm just going to go very boring. Scrafty, Porygon 2, and in the back I want Marowak and I want Chandelure, I do think. So let's see how it goes. Obviously, if I feel like it, which I probably won't, to be honest, but I might try and sort of adapt this team for the actual VGC 15 format. And by doing that, I would obviously put a Mega on there. I would be tempted to put something Poison or something Steel on here as well. As much as I love Porygon 2, that might be changed to an Aromatisse or something like that, because at least then I could sort of skill swap away Sylveon or something. I don't know. There's options. There's definitely options. There's always options with Pokemon with open formats like this. You know, I find it very fun. Yeah, the Electivire can have like cross chop, so I'm just gonna use Fake Out on that. Okay, so this game, let's just get this game over with and look for something else, because I can't see this being too competitive, really, judging by that first turn. I think, let me just check. Oh no. Sorry, people of Showdown. I'm very good at starting tournaments and like opening tournaments and completely forgetting to start them. So that's happened just now. So sorry about that, people. Yeah, this happens sometimes as well. I paralysed opponents with Thunderbolt, and basically, that makes them slower, doesn't it? There's the cross chop though. At -1, it's not going to do anything to Scrafty. So I'm going to try and end this game as soon as I can and get into something else. The ladder reset, as you can probably see. So, oh well, he's making some kind of moves there. The ladder reset. So I am basically at the bottom of the ladder. I've not done any games, so sorry about this, but hopefully the next game will be a little bit better. I've said it before. I do like to actually see, this Lilligan could protect, but I'm just going to double target it anyway, because I don't want anything going to sleep. Yeah, I said it before. Like these videos, when I watch Pokemon videos on YouTube, which I do watch quite a few, I tend to put them at either double speed or ×1.5 speed, basically just because. Well, Porygon 2 knocked it out. Basically, just because you can still understand what's going on, and you waste less time, basically, or use less time. Hopefully, you don't feel like you're wasting your time watching this video. All right, so I've got this game won. Basically, the idea with this team is I actually only took two. I took two of them. There's Porygon 2 and Chandelier. I've got Gallade and Jellicent as well, which all four of them have got a Trick Room. So it's just a kind of an overwhelming your opponent with Trick Room kind of team. But that's the idea behind it anyway. Alright, so okay, so this team looks a lot more competitive, and Talonflame is actually something that I completely overlooked as well, thinking about how this team might do in this format. Bisharp could be a problem. They tend to carry Iron Head now, which they didn't used to, which can obviously flinch Porygon 2. For a little time, I did actually, I think anyway, used Magic Coat on Porygon 2 in VGC 13. So if they did have a Brillium or an Amoonguss or something, I could Magic Coat them and spore them back. But obviously that doesn't work now because they're grass types. Right. Well, this Talonflame. Right. I'm not liking the look of this, to be honest. Yeah, this does not look good for me at all. What's he gonna lead with though? Like, Brillium's good against this. Gengar can taunt. Bisharp, is really good against Trick Room. Talonflame, again, doesn't mind about Trick Room. Rotom Wash was a kind of a big problem for this team as well. So this is like an absolute nightmare for this team. So I can't see me winning this game. But, let's see how it goes, I guess. I think, well, he could lead with any of them, to be honest, apart from the Blissey. And it'll give himself a good footing in the game. He hasn't got anything with Fake Out, but alright, I'm going to lead with Scrafty, and I'm going to lead with Chandelier. If he leads with Bisharp, then maybe well, the Bisharp's going to be a bit of a pain either way, isn't it? I'm going to take Marowak. I think. Am I going to take Marowak? And see, this Talonflame's scary. I'm just going to take Jellicent. But I'm really weak to Rotom Wash like this. In later versions, I think, of this team, or maybe it was a different team. I actually used double edge. Oh, there's the bishop. I actually used double edge on Marowak, just so that I could do, you know, like a half damage basically to Rotom Wash as well. Okay, so the fake out is kind of obvious on the bishop, but I'm going to go for it anyway because it's probably pressured to attack with it. The question is if he's going to taunt my Chandelure or if he's going to Shadow Ball it. I'm not sure if I can survive a Shadow Ball. You know, no one really used Gengar back in 13. But I'm going to see. I either Trick Room or either Heat Wave, basically. And I'm gonna Trick Room, but I think he's gonna taunt me. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'm hoping that if he does Shadow Ball me, I'll survive it. Maybe not if it's Mega. Yeah. Okay. Ouch. Well, yeah. I think this is gonna be a complete flop of a game, to be honest. Now. Right. Well, I'll put Marowak out. Yeah. This isn't going well, is it? Yeah, I think this is, you know, a lost cause. I mean, like I said at the beginning, this is an absolute nightmare for this team. I mean, you can't really do too much to Scrafty, I suppose. I mean, you can Iron Head it. I don't even have Protect on here, so I don't really have any options like that. But you know, I've got to get rid of that Bishop. He might Protect it though. I mean, I can survive anything that this Gengar's going to go for. I mean, he might try and burn the Marowak if he's got a Will-O-Wisp. This is tough, I guess. I mean, the Bishop is threatened. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to crunch the Gengar and Rock Slide. This might seem strange, but I'm just thinking, you know, he might want to bring Talonflame in or something for the Scrafty just to deal with. No, I'm just overthinking this, aren't I? Yeah. See, I could have knocked the Bishop out there, but I didn't. And this Jellicent doesn't even have Protect on it either, so you know, I've as simple as that. I've lost this game. So I've searched for another. I'm in another one, but I'll just finish this one off as well. But what is this? Okay, so this looks like a pretty, you know, kind of. A staple of a team as well, but hope that person just holds on for a moment. While my opponent seems to be having some toil picking what his last Pokemon is. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's Brilliant. I thought if it was Brilliant, then it's, you know, definite game over. But you know, I'll Drain Punch and I'll Trick Room, but this game is over. So, alright, here then, what are we going to do? So this one's got a Sylveon, so, you know, this is, you know, I guess this is not necessarily an illustration of a good team. This is just an illustration of, you know, how a team from 13 plops straight into 15 is just going to fail. Kangaskhan, you never know if they've got Scrappy or Inner Focus. You know, either would, well, I suppose Scrappy would benefit him more here, but right, what we're gonna do? Blaziken is an interesting option. Marcus in Germany used one, so I hear at the last Premier Challenge, which you know, I quite like the sound of. But anyway, so okay, I kind of want to see. The problem with this team as well is that none of these Pokemon have got Protect on them. Porygon, Jellicent, Scrafty doesn't have Protect. Wow, Gallade doesn't have Protect. These are the only two Pokemon, Chandelure and Marowak, they've actually got Protect. So, you know, I guess this is another show of how poor this team was, how poorly I built this team. I don't know, I like it, but I think a Trick Room team needs to be able to protect and shuffle itself around to put itself into positions that it can take advantage of, and without Protect you can't really do that. But I'm going to lead with Chandelure, and I'm going to go with Jellicent as well, I think. But I want Scrafty in the back, and I also want Marowak, I think. I've got to have something that hits hard, so I'm going to take Marowak. And yeah, this game is basically over, isn't it? Yeah, fair enough. So that's that. And okay, Suicune and Kangaskhan. I am expecting this Kangaskhan to be scrappy, so it's probably going to fake out. I don't know, one of these, the Jellicent, and Scald the Chandelure or whatever. So even Scrafty doesn't really want to switch on a Scald because you know, can get the burn. I'm expecting the scrappy fake out on Jellicent, but I'm just going to play it like this anyway. Protect the Chandelure and yeah, try and Trick Room. Yeah, he's not Mega Evolving. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought it'd do. Okay, well, he's using Tailwind, which is a little bit questionable when you're facing down a Trick Room team. I'm going to go for Trick Room again, and see, this is the problem with Chandelure now. I'm going to switch Scrafty in on it, but like, I've really got to hope for, you know, no Scald Burn here. If I get a Scald Burn, then I'm just not liking the look of this already. I suppose if I was to update this team, I would probably put Will-O-Wisp on Jellicent now. Jellicent, like, it was such a good Pokemon at the end of the VGC 13 format. Oh wow, he doesn't Mega Evolve even still. And at least I don't get the burn. Wow, that critical hit Double Edge actually did a lot of damage. But in this 15 format, I'm not as keen on Jellicent really. Right, well, I'm using Recover, and the Kangaskhan's probably gonna switch out for you know, something to take a fighting attack, either the Pixie thing, Sylveon, or the Landorus. Probably the Sylveon, which I am expecting he's brought, which I can't really do anything about. So I don't know. I feel like I'm in a pretty bad position. Like, you know, like I said at the beginning of, yeah, there it is. See, this is. I mean, it's another sign of a team failing someone, because I can see exactly what this person is going to do, but I can't do anything about it. And when your team can't do anything about it, that is when you know, you've got a big problem. So I don't know really. I mean, I'm in a really tough position. I feel like I can't win here. I mean, this is tough, because this weekend I can't do anything to either. Maybe I should have let Jellicent go down there that last turn, because it isn't offering any pressure at all. When you get Trick Room up, you need to you know, really pressure your opponents and take advantage of those Trick Room turns. But I'm just not doing this with this. I'm going to Scald the Sylveon, hoping Jellicent goes down. I'm going to like, I don't know. If I switch Chandelure in, then it's not going to appreciate a Scald. But I don't know. Both of these, I've got to switch it in. I need Scrafty for this Kangaskhan that's in the back, but I'm not liking. Yeah, I'm hoping for a burn here as well. Or at least I get that, just so I can start whittling it down. Another critical hit on Jellicent. And okay, a rest. Interesting. Alright, but now I'm putting Marowak in. I need to start offering some kind of pressure. Didn't see any item on the Sylveon, so it's probably Specs. I am aware that my timer is running down, so I'm picking these moves really quickly now. I'm hoping, really hoping that the Sylveon is going to switch out or Protect or something. But I can't see this happening, so I mean, I don't know. Hopefully the timer doesn't, you know, burn me out here, because, you know, it would have been interesting to at least play out. Okay, Bone Meringue, you know, did some business there. At least the Suicune's gone down. At least it's not a 4-0. Okay, Marowak does survive that as well. Okay, but yeah, I mean, at least, you know, I hope you found this, you know, interesting. At least, you know, if you saw this team like a few years ago as well, you know, even on that stream, that Germany UK stream, then, you know, leave a comment or something. You know, it'd be interesting to, you know, see how many people actually remember this team. But I am pretty sure I have lost this game, so, you know, it's not necessarily been a successful video in terms of wins, but hopefully you found it quite interesting. Yeah, here's the gang, the Kangaskhan, which will, you know, fake out one of these, and I mean, I've lost really, haven't I? I've got to target down this Sylveon. So, you know, at least I've got Scrafty in the back, but the game is lost. I haven't even seen what his 4th Pokemon is. Oh wow! Ouch. Okay, so that bone meringue miss is annoying because I don't get to see what his last Pokemon was now. You know, if I had hit that bone meringue, I would have still had Marowak and Chandelure and Scrafty in the back. He'd have had Kangaskhan and one of these left in the back. If it was Landorus, then I don't know, even after an Intimidate, it would have knocked all of these Pokemon out. I've got Ice Punch on here, so, you know, at least there was that, but, yeah, I think I would have lost that game anyway, but, you know, it doesn't matter. It's an old team, so I can expect it to do so well. But, you know, I hope you guys have enjoyed watching this video. You know, please feel free to, you know, support the channel, leave your likes and whatever the YouTube, you know, offers to you. And, you know, I've actually reached 600 subscribers now, which, you know, is quite cool. You know, I'm on the way to 1,000, only a few more, only 400 more, it's only a few, until we get to 1,000. That would be really cool, but, you know, hope you've enjoyed this, guys. Goodbye for now.